So I'm sitting here with Jennifer Lopez and Brett Goldstein starring in the new movie Office Romance. How you guys doing today?
We're doing great. How are you?
Doing good. So happy to be here drawing you guys.
It's
Thank
an
you.
honor and a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. So the movie's called Office Romance. In you guys' opinion, are the workplace flings always a disaster or they
Disaster.
Disaster? They don't work out sometimes?
I mean, they can. I guess they can. I'm sure there's stories out there of people who are like, I met in the office, we met at work.
Yeah, I feel like
And they have kids now and stuff, right?
yeah, there's enough people in the world who met at work. Where else are you meant to meet if you're a worker?
Yeah, no, that's true. How did you guys both tap into that boss-employee tension during the more flirtatious scenes?
The boss employee tension.
Well, in the first scene where I see Jen, I have to be flabbergasted. And luckily we filmed it in that order. That was the first scene I had, but I've been a fan of Jennifer's for all my life. And I sort of thought she was like a mythical creature. And I would never, and then
The J-Lo out there somewhere.
and then you meet her and she is a mythical creature.
No,
And no. So that first scene was really easy to do because it was just like, fucking hell.
I took to the boss role very easily and kind of like, I'm in charge here. The dynamic between us, I think, was kind of instantaneous. It felt like our dynamic was right. And as we got to know each other, we got to like each other, and it was really great.
What was it like reuniting with Edward James almost at 30 years after
my
Selena?
God, I know. So he played my dad in Selena.
Yeah.
And we called him to do this. And it's funny, Edward James Olmos is talk about a mythical creature. He's such a powerful presence, right? I mean, when he walked in to do that first, I think it was the boardroom scene, was the first thing we did with him. We're doing the scene and I'm getting berated by the board and everything. And he's my dad, and he walks in and he just says, hot damn. That's all he says, and everybody just like straightens up. He has that sort of powerful presence. Yes. And then when we screened it in the theater, like just for an audience to test it and stuff like that in the early stages, when he walked in, the screening that I was in, everybody started clapping.
Yeah.
Everybody started clapping. I think part because he was my dad and Selena's like, oh, that's who's playing the dad. But also because just of who he is and the kind of power that he commands.
By the way, I've been a fan since I was a kid, and I'm from the Bronx. And
I knew that you were from the Bronx the minute that we hugged and I smelled you. I was like, he smells like every guy I grew up with. And then your hair and tattoos and the clothes, I was like, this guy's from the Bronx.
Let's go. You can hear it, right? I can't escape
and the way
it.
you sound.
The accent, right? It's like stuck. Like I asked my girlfriend the other day, like, can you tell I'm from the Bronx? She's like, babe, come on. Obviously. She's like, listen to your voice. I'm like, wow.
Yes.
But that's funny. So Brett, what was the specific J-Lo quality that you were looking for when you wrote this character?
Well, we wrote it, me and Joe Kelly, who I wrote it with, we wrote it for her. We were on a train. We were making Ted Lasso, we were in season 3, and he was like, what do you want to do next? What should we do next? And I was like, I always wanted to do a rom-com, old school rom-com. And he was like, me too. And he was like, who's the best rom-com actor to do a film with? And we were like, J-Lo, no hesitation. And it's interesting because it was easy to write for her. It was very specifically for her. And it was so specifically for her that it couldn't work with anyone else. And if she had said no, we had chats with producers where they were like, well, what about other people if this doesn't work out? And we were like, it doesn't work with anyone else. Like it was so written for her.
Wow, I love that. And what was it about the train? Because I love drawing on the train.
Yeah.
What was it about the train that...
I don't know, it's good, isn't it? It's like a meditative... You're right, trains are really good for creativity.
What do you guys hope this movie says to people who feel like they have to choose between a big career and a big love?
That's a great question.
That's a good question.
That is it. You go? You first?
Like, there was a way we described the film when we were writing it, and it was like, it's a love letter to workaholics, because I'm a workaholic, no doubt. And I think that's something that we saw in Jen, is like, she's someone who does an awful lot of stuff. But what I also saw, which I think I feel the same way, is, yes, I'm a workaholic, but I also fucking love to work. And I'm so grateful I get to do it. So there's a part of me that's like, are you avoiding life because you work all the time? Or do you just fucking love this and you're the luckiest guy in the world?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you work all the time?
Absolutely. Yeah, that is your life. Yeah, work is so fun. Jennifer, what about you? Like, you're an actual CEO, so do you feel like you were like acting or like playing like yourself in a way?
I was playing myself in some moments, but the truth is Jackie was very different from me. Like I didn't have the dynamic with my father that she had, or growing up in that way. She didn't have a mom. There was different things about the character that really informed who she was and how she acted. But there were things I did understand about it, where like people look at you when you're the boss in a very different way than who you actually are. And I thought that dynamic of it was really nice, because then you get to see behind the scenes with him, like she's goofy and fun and sweet, and they all think that she's like this scary person when really she's just going about her business. And at the end, when she tells everybody that, you know, you guys are like my family, like this is it, this is all I've ever had. That's a beautiful kind of arc for her from the beginning to the end. And as far as like workaholics, and I to me, it's like, yes, I'm a workaholic, but I always feel like there's time for love. I don't think that you have to choose between those two things. Like for me, life has become all about balance, like balancing all the different things, balancing being a mom, balancing being an individual for myself, and balancing work. Those things, and friends and family and all the things. And I think you can have it all. I've always been of that mind that you can have everything.
Yeah, for sure. It's probably so hard for you to balance being J-Lo and all of that stuff going on. That's insane. And how did you guys build this, like, such a great chemistry on screen? Were you guys friends before too? Like,
No, we've never met.
We'd never met.
I was a fan, but I love Ted Lasso.
oh
And
yeah.
I've even posted about Ted Lasso. I love Ted Lasso. My favorite storyline was him and Keely's, you know, Keely and Roy Kent. And I was, you know, like obsessed with Roy Kent. And so when he sent me, they were like, Brett Goldstein wrote the script for you. I was like, Roy Kent? A script for me? Are you kidding?
Yeah.
I was very, very excited. And I couldn't do it right away. But then a year later, I circled back to it and I was like, what? That script was really funny. And I think I want to do that. And in a few months, we were on the set shooting it.
I think it was magic. When stuff's good, in my experience, there's a bit of magic. And the legend I believe is true, is that she couldn't do it at first. And I never wanted to do it with anyone else. Some time passed and I was like, before we move on, just in case, because you never know, we'd heard like, she loves it, but she can't do it at the moment. But I said to my agent on a whim, I was like, can you just try it? Because some time has passed, maybe her time is freed up. And apparently on that very day was the day
That was the day I asked.
she had said,
Wow.
what happened
Yeah.
to that Office Romance?
Yeah, I called when I was like, whatever happened to the script? And they were like, you know, it's funny. We just got a rewrite and they want you to read it again.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was the day before. I was like, that is nuts. I was like, send it to me. And again,
That
a
is
couple months later,
beautiful.
we were on the set shooting.
Yeah.
So Office Romance was meant to be. I can't wait till everybody watches it on Netflix
Yes.
June 5th. All right, Jennifer Lopez and Brett Goldstein. I hope you guys like it. Check it out.
What the heck?
That is the craziest thing
That's
I've ever seen.
amazing.
You guys can share it.
That's amazing. It's just really, really good.
He got me really good.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Office Romance.
Look at
Thank you
that.
guys. This is an
Thank
honor
you.
for me. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, man. Very well.
Thank you.
That's
So
incredible.
honored. Thank you so much. Thank
Wow.
you.